How's it going, Zebra Sexuals? Got a match for you. It is just like a mag tier, just a random match against the one and only NaraNagi. This was just a match that we were having on. We were just on Skype and we're just chilling. We're just like, you know what? Let's just do a match. And I was like, what kind of match is this? Like, you know what? Bring whatever the fuck you want. So I was like, all right, mag match. So we're gonna do that. Kind of didn't realize that I had a kind of a big rock weakness issue until the match, like, you know, started. I kind of went in and I was like, hey, Nagi, don't set up rocks, please, because I kind of have an issue with rocks, and, you know, everything is hurt by rocks, except for probably Clefable, but, ugh. But, he's like, dude, you got Typhlosion, I'm gonna set up the rocks. I was like, dude, it's not standard Typhlosion, so I don't have Eruption, so, yeah. This is actually a Typhlosion that was from, a Fizzy feud that I never got to use, that I would love to use. His name is Pyro, because you gotta go to a party, you gotta have Pyrotechnics, so I'm gonna go for the sub. I was like, alright, let's see what you want to do. Hopefully you don't have Rock Blast. If you Rock Slide me, then okay, I'll probably switch out to Clefable to try and take the hit, and probably hit you with something, but, I'm gonna go ahead and just go for the Blast Burn as he went for the knockoff, so I'm like, yeah, buddy, because that's like the pyrotechnics of like the stage, and he actually lives because, you know, it is neutral, but it is kind of stab. I can't remember if I'm running Modest or Timid. I'm probably running Timid, I'm not sure, but downside about Blast Burn, you have to recharge, so I have to recharge, because I think I only had, was it Focus Blast and Hyper Beam, but surprisingly I live on one because of leftovers damage and I guess because of Armaldo, so I'm like, alright, cool, whatever. So I could just go for the Focus Blast, and because I didn't want to, you know, go for Blast Burn and recharge, but I missed because, you know, Focus missed, so that happens. And Pyro is actually going to end up dying, which is sad, so I figured, you know what, I have Beautify. Beautify should be able to do something, and I kind of forgot what hidden power I have, but it did turn out that I had hidden power Rock, and I should have probably went for it, but I didn't want to chance it on the off chance I had, like, hidden power Grass or some stupid shit like that. But then again, Beautify does get Giga Drain, which is kind of stupid, so I thought Psychic could take it out since I am Modest Life 4, but it actually doesn't do shit, and Armaldo's still here kicking shit in the face. I'm gonna go into Disco Ball. I'm like, alright, Disco Ball. Let's go for the EQ and just kill this thing, and your choice banded and stuff. I probably should have just done this in the first place, but I just wasn't sure if it would kill just because, you know, how defensive Armaldo is, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch out as he brings in the Lopunny, and I'm gonna bring in freaking Clefable. And one thing I wasn't expecting was Sky Uppercut from a fucking Lopunny, and I kinda wasn't expecting that, and holy balls, it does a lot of fucking damage. And then he tells me that he's choice banded, so ugh, so now I know that he's locked into it. I can go into Drift Bloom and take the Sky Uppercut and threaten something, well, threaten him out with, I don't know, Will-O-Wisp or something. I think that's what I do go for, or I might just go for the Acrobatics just off, yeah, I just go straight for the Acrobatics just to activate my own burden and try and take out the Zangoose, which I actually do, because, you know, I think I am running Adamant, max HP, I think. Is that max HP on Drift Bloom? I think it might be. But brings in Glaceon. Glaceon screams Scarfed, and I don't really have anything to hit the Glaceon with, so I figure I just bring in Clefable just to try and sponge the hit, really, kind of as death fodder. I didn't really have anything to really bring in on it. So I'm going to bring in Disco Ball, and actually he switches out as I go for the, I believe I go for Crunch, just because this is the only move I really have to hit Glaceon, aside from Clefable and Flamethrower, but Drift Bloom can't really hit it, and nothing else can really hit it. So go for the Crunch, and I'm like kind of thinking Sky Uppercut's going to come again, or I should have thought Sky Uppercut was coming again, but I didn't think he would go to that because I go into Drift Bloom, so I go into Murkrow to try and like take the Sky Uppercut if he does go for it, but he does have the Switcheroo, and I'm giving a choice. I've been given a choice band now, so I'm like, ugh. Now he has an Eviolite, so he's gonna bring an Axon Kicker. Luckily, I do have an attack on this move, so on this Murkrow, so I just decided to go for the Foul Play. And holy balls, it does a shit ton of damage because it is stab choice banded, but he has Hidden Power Fighting, I believe, to only hit me with, because he doesn't have HP Ice, so I'm going to be able to take him out with 2 Foul Plays and take him out of there, so I'm looking pretty good. I got choice banded Murkrow, what you know about that, but in comes the Lopunny, so I'm thinking maybe I could take a Sky Uppercut, but then I forget Return is a thing on Lopunny, so yeah. So Stab Return is just going to demolish me, but I'm going to bring in Drift Bloom because I know he has Sky Uppercut, Return, and Switcheroo, so I'm not really sure what his 4th move is, so I can just go for the Acrobat. I go for the Will-O-Wisp just to get the burn, just to get just to cripple it, but he does go into Glaceon. I'm not sure if Acrobatics would have done any damage, and I don't know. I was tempted to go for the Recycle, but I don't know if I can recycle a previous thing, but it's really whatever. So here he gets a Spidef drop on me, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to go for the Acrobatics just to do as much damage as I can. Here, I don't know, I was trying to preserve my Drifloon because I wasn't sure what move his fourth move on his Lopunny was, but I'm going to go into this because I know I can at least take an Ice Punch, and hopefully if I can, you know, predict right, I can probably try and kill his Lopunny with an attack, but I'm gonna go ahead and just go for the Ice Shard just because priority, and take out the Glaceon. So now he brings in this thing, and I'm not really sure. I'm thinking he's probably gonna go for his fourth move. I don't know what it is, so I'm just gonna stay in an Ice Shard, and hopefully he over predicts or something and goes for a different move. But then he tells me he had Fire Punch, so it probably didn't really matter what he would have went for. Well, the Sky Uppercut, okay, I could have brought in Drifloon, but he probably would have outsped me and just hit me with a Fire Punch and took me out. So that could have. I think he does outspeed me. Yeah, he does outspeed me, and he would have been just able to take me out with the Fire Punch. So in the end, Lopunny cleaning house. Holy shit! Who would have thought that I would have got my ass handed to me by a Lopunny? Only NaraNagi would be capable of that. Oh man, that Lopunny was a trip. But that was a fun match in the end. It came down to, like, you know, 1-0. It was a lot of fun. It was a good match. I hope you guys enjoyed this match. Also, check out for NaraNagi's match to be narrated and uploaded on the GTS. There'll be a link to Nagi's channel and the GTS, so make sure you go check out both of them. If you aren't subscribed to the GTS, go subscribe to it, and check out Nagi's channel for sure. So that'll be it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this match, and hope you have a great weekend. I will catch you Zebra Sexuals later. Cheers!